Welcome, Gemini, to your weekly reading. This is for the 10th to the 17th of November. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Gemini, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We will then move on to take a look at your unexpected blessing coming through this week. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Gemini, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm going to start off over here with 10 of Cups and 2 of Swords, and we're looking at the possible energy beginning the week. Now, Gemini, this is very positive, because what I see, Gemini, is that there might have been something that caused you to go into 2 of Swords. And Gemini, this is an energy we go into usually when we become very overwhelmed by a situation and we don't know what to do. So we almost shut down. We don't want to look at it. We don't want to have to address it because it feels too big and too frightening. Now, as you can imagine, Gemini, this can come through in any area of your life. You might have to make a really big decision. Perhaps you have to decide, do you want to stay in your job or do you want to move so that you can earn more money and grow in your career? You could be at a crossroads in a relationship with your significant other, and it's time that you either commit and you all in and you get married or buy a home together, or you decide this is not the person for you. So there could be a really big decision that you have to address, and it became a little too much. But what I see is at the beginning of this week, something is going to happen that will allow you to move out of 2 of Swords and into 10 of Cups, which is the happily ever after card, which tells me, Gemini, that you are able to either make the decision now at the beginning of the week. You find that you know exactly what the right thing is to do, or perhaps, my dear Geminis, somebody comes in and you brainstorm together and you get a direction. Whatever it is, I do see you moving out of 2 of Swords into the best possible outcome for you. So if you are still in 2 of Swords, Gemini, do not worry, because at the beginning of this week, something will allow you to naturally choose the right direction and move forward, so much so that you bring in this wonderful energy of 10 of Cups. Let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have 3 of Wands and the Page of Swords. Now, Gemini, what we are seeing here is that once you release out of 2 of Swords, my gosh, there is nothing now holding you back from moving forward and bringing into your life, my dearest Geminis, what you want to see, initiate, and create. 3 of Wands tells me that you, Gemini, have just been waiting on the side for the go-ahead to swim out there and catch those perfect waves. I feel, Gemini, you have been preparing for this moment for a long time, and now nothing is going to hold you back from all these ideas and plans that you have been working on. I feel for many of you, Gemini, life could have come to a standstill while you were in 2 of Swords. And this is completely understandable. When we are confronted with something so big that it makes us shut down, everything shuts down, Gemini. We don't have the inclination to think of what are we going to do for the festive season, what do we want to bring in terms of new people and new experiences. Everything just goes dark. But the light is coming back, my dearest Geminis, and it's coming back full steam. Page of Swords tells me all those ideas you've had, all those plans you've written down and brainstormed, Gemini, you now leave the energy of Two of Swords and you cross over to a place now where you are going to be involved and immersed in all your plans and ideas. And Gemini, I do feel that this is not just one plan or one idea. I feel that there are at least 3 or 4 big ideas and plans that you're going to get going within the next few weeks. So a very exciting time, Gemini. And that being said, I do not foresee any big challenges coming through for you this week. Now let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you. And you've got Ace of Cups and 4 of Swords. Now, Gemini, it's always wonderful to see an ace coming through under messages and advice from Spirit, because we see the presence of the hand of God coming in with the cup of abundance. And this tells us, my dearest Geminis, that your cup is about to flow over. And what is it flowing over with? Well, my dearest Geminis, as you can see, we've got the heart right there in the middle of the cup. And here in our 4 of Swords card, we see this young girl in her nest sleeping, daydreaming, and we've got the heart here attached to the thread. Whatever you have been dreaming of, wishing for, praying for, whatever your heart has been calling out for, my dear Geminis, here is your confirmation from Spirit that you are going to see things starting to happen now. And as I said, this is the energy of your cup runneth over. Gemini, I want you to anticipate that at least 3 big areas of your life are going to be touched by this energy. So this could be that you find a job that you're really happy in. This could be that you agree to move in with your partner and you enjoy every moment living with them. And this could be, my dear Geminis, that you now implement a new eating plan, an exercise plan for yourself, and so you are feeling and looking so much better. Whatever it is, your heart is going to have this energy of, my gosh, I can't believe how blessed and lucky I am. Now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is. And we've got 7 of Swords and 8 of Wands. Now, Gemini, this is very interesting because I do think for many of you, you have kept very quiet about what your ideas and dreams and wishes are, and you haven't shared this with many people. This is our 7 of Swords energy. I feel you've been working on this behind the scenes, doing your own prayers, meditations, visualizations. Perhaps, my dear Geminis, you just didn't want people to come in and rain on your parade and have the energy of, oh Gemini, you're such a daydreamer, it's never going to happen for you. And to be honest, Gemini, I am in full agreement. When we are creating and working on our dreams and wishes, when we are co-creating with Spirit, it's a good idea just to bring in people we know are going to support us. But what we are seeing is this wonderful energy coming through this week of 8 of Wands. Now, 8 of Wands is the energy of success and fast-moving energy. And here we almost get this visual of fireworks. And we usually have fireworks when there is something to celebrate. So Gemini, everything that you have been working on behind the scenes, praying for and co-creating with Spirit. I do feel there is this wonderful, explosive energy of things coming into being. Gemini, this is going to be an incredibly exciting week for you. Now, at the end of the week, we have Queen of Wands and the Empress. You, my dear Geminis, are presenting this week as Queen of Wands. And this makes perfect sense because Queen of Wands is our go-getting, vivacious, dynamic, adventurous queen. This is the queen that gets out there and makes things happen. She doesn't hold back. She takes those calculated risks and she puts her ideas and dreams into action. Queen of Wands also is our queen who co-creates and works with Spirit, something we have already seen and spoken about. This is the queen that asks for the help she needs so that she can release out of Two of Swords and move into Ten of Cups. As you do all of this, my dearest Geminis, at the end of the week, you move into the Empress energy. Now, once again, it doesn't matter if you're masculine or feminine. It's the energy of Queen of Wands and the Empress I am speaking about. And the Empress is all about fertility, creation, bringing into our lives, my dear Geminis, what we want to see and create right now. And we see you now in a place of contentment because you know that you are the star of your own life and you are in the position now to bring in what you want to see, create and love. Great week ahead, my dear Geminis. Let's move on and get a message from your guides for the week. Right, let us see now what Gemini's guides would like to share with them, please. And you have Leadership, Holy Spirit. My dear Geminis, this message of leadership is the energy we saw with our Queen of Wands. You being in charge of your own life, you making strong, bold decisions now that are going to take you into your Ten of Cups and into the Empress energy. We see, my dear Geminis, that you know your way forward. You are not relying on other people to tell you what to do and how to do it. You know, as Queen of Wands, what is right for you and what is going to bring you that deep sense of accomplishment, abundance and joy. That's all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.